In this next article from Hacker News Best, Apple terminates Epic Games developer account. It's coming at us from macrumors.com. It's from Julie Clover, Julie with an I. It says Apple in mid-August said it would terminate Epic Games developer account if Fortnite app continued to break App Store rules. And today, Apple followed through with that threat, removed Epic's access to Epic Games account. If you're unfamiliar, if you haven't been following the story, if you don't watch the show, Apple has thrown their hat into the antitrust arena. They are going to be the first company to be broken up here very, very, very soon. They lit the antitrust time bomb. So what they did was Epic Games was trying to subvert the 30% or get around the 30% App Store fee. So they had it so you could enter your credit card into the system so that you can buy directly from them because it would be cheaper and that would lower the price for the customer. This is the key. This is why it's antitrust, because Apple is controlling the App Store. You want to be on their system, you have to give them 30% of everything. Everything. And Epic Games, thank God, Epic Games is run by people with a spine. Thank you. Credit where credit is earned. Credit is due, and it is getting paid in some form of respect and big ups. Epic Games has officially set the ball in motion that cannot be stopped. Now, Apple is officially removing one of the most used 3D game engines in all time, the Unreal Engine. One of the best graphics out there. And they have prevented other... Okay, so a judge stepped in the case and put an order against Apple, preventing them from preventing other games that use Unreal Engine from using Unreal Engine. Because what they've done here is a lot more than meets the eye at first. They go, well, whatever, Fortnite is some game, right? No, this isn't just some game, dude. This is Unreal Engine. Billions and billions of dollars worth of money get purchased every single year from Unreal Engine games. They control a large percentage of the 3D game market. And Apple has officially booted them off Mac OS and iOS. They can't do business in Tim Cook's Apple. Tim Cook is an ivory tower liberal. He's one of those scum pieces of shit supporting the black looter mobs. And then he wants to get a cut. All of it. They want to control your speech. They want to control everything you do. They want to spy on everything you do. And then they want 30%. That's why we got to take out all these ivory tower liberal motherfuckers in Silicon Valley, man. We got to take them out. They cannot be in control of Silicon Valley at all. These people are antitrust. Okay, so the difference between antitrust and a hyper-competitive and anti-competitive practice is that the antitrust laws are there to make sure the customer's not getting ripped off. It's not to protect the business from getting swallowed up by a bigger fish. It is there to force you to innovate or die. It is supposed to say that if the customer, if you have enough of a monopoly on a industry, such as Mac and iOS, which is an industry of its own, then if you're engaging in anti-competitive practices that are causing the customer to pay more and get less, that is antitrust. And the case is, for example, the Rockefeller Oil Group, Standard Oil Group, they were engaging in antitrust because when they controlled the oil market, it caused customers to pay more for the same fuel that they would have gotten from their competitors. And that was antitrust. So, with this example, they, or with Apple, I mean, they are trying to have a monopoly over the entire market to get their cut. And when you pay 30% more to Apple and there's no competition, you pay more. If you pay directly to Epic Games, you are going to get that for a lower price than if you got it from Apple. That means that you pay more and you get less because Apple has a monopoly on iOS and Mac OS X. So either they committed suicide, Apple committed suicide by doing this intentionally, or Tim Cook is completely incompetent. One or the other. I don't know which one of it is. Maybe a little bit of both. But this just shows you how ivory tower liberals behave and why they are an absolute dangerous threat to our country. They've always been a dangerous threat. Malcolm X, he's got all kinds of quotes about the white liberals and how they'll lead you wrong. The civil rights movement for African Americans, they won because they were the conservatives. The conservatives brought equal rights to black people. And it's because they protested for the right reasons. They were not a black looter mob engaging in violence, hatred, and hostility against Donald Trump, police officers, Trump supporters, white males. That is the definition of a hate group. That's what the Democrats are doing. The black looter mobs, all endorsed by Kamala the Snitch Harris.
They're not going to stop. And this is a movement, I'm telling you. They're not going to stop. And everyone beware, because they're not going to stop. They're not going to stop before Election Day in November, and they're not going to stop after Election Day. They're not going to let up, and they should not. And we should not.
Welcome to 1984, dystopian America, where black looter mobs are voting.
They're not going to stop, and they're not.
Joe Magoo Biden, the author of the 1994 crime bill.
This is a movement, I'm telling you. They're not going to stop, and everyone beware, because they're not going to stop. They're not going to stop before Election Day in November, and they're not going to stop after Election Day. They're not going to let up, and they should not, and we should not.
She has joy in her eyes when she says that. She does not condemn black looter mob. I condemn black looter mob. Ain't no question about that. This woman obviously is an insanely corrupt California Democrat. Insanely corrupt. Everything is corruption and lies to these people. This is the most corrupt politicians I've ever come across in my life. And then Epic Games. These are the people propping up Apple, all these Facebook, Twitter, Quora. They're all propping up these ivory tower. They are ivory tower liberals, dude. These companies, these tech companies, they're run by immigrants. They're owned partially by immigrants or fully by immigrants. In the case of Quora, which I've been censored on more times than I can count. I stopped counting. I just stopped contributing. Although I did actually answer a question this week. But they want to control our politics. They want to funnel dark money into black looter mob and Antifa Nazis and Democrats, cartels. So you can't tell who it is. And this is what they've done with their they've showed you who they are. In the civil rights movement, they showed you we are good-hearted, conservative, black people, good, God-fearing people. That's why they won. It's because they showed the people we are not what you said we are. We are good people. We are deserving of equal rights. And they got it. Thank God. Thank God they got it. But the Democrats, boy, they've showed you they are a black looter mob. They've shown you they have always been extremely racist. They are white feminists. They do not support the Republic. They do not support free speech. They do not support the Constitution. They do not support your life. They do not support your children's ability to grow their genetic line because you're racist. You're white. Your parents were white. You can't. I'm sorry, kids. It's not your country anymore. Your parents were racist white people. So we had to replace them with Latinos because we were feminists. We were in a suicide cult. And we put off having kids till we were 30 so that we could slave for Jack Dorsey, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, George Soros, so that we could kill off our genetic line and destroy democracy because you can't know about that. If you knew about that, you would never vote for them. You would never support them, ever. So they have to prevent you from knowing that. They have to shut me down. They have to take my mic away. They have to make you will grow from a organic reach. And then they will control who that organic reach gets to. And then they will control which facts are true, who is allowed to say the facts, who is allowed to be the arbiter of the truth, because they are a news publisher. They are a fact correction organization. That means they are a news publisher. If they suppress my free speech, they are publishing news. It is news. You've said, hey, look, this person got their free speech taken away. We edited it. We edited the news. We took it down because we did not agree with that speech. And they no longer then at that point in time have any sort of copyright protection. Protection from torts, from copyright, from slander, tort, libel, because supposedly their AI algorithms know everything about us. They know whether or not we're racist. They know if we're engaging in hate speech because they spy on everything that we do. And we're just supposed to allow them to do anything that they want because of feminism and the white man's racist, and we need to replace them in the workplace because of the doctrine of diversity. It says that all white teams are inferior to teams with Wham-Man, African Americans, Washins, and Kleenex. Everything about these people is fucked up. All of the signs point backwards, and they all go up to the top of the ivory tower. And that's because we've fallen victim to a psychological warfare operation from the Chinese Nazi government, backed up by the Democrats, using cultural Marxism that's coming to a theater near you, sponsored by Zinni the Pooh and the Chinese Nazi Party, and corrupt California Democrats in Hollywood, getting all doped out on cartel drugs, making sure that they prop up all the anti-racist and pro-illegal immigration people and suppress anybody who's critical of illegal immigration, because that's how the Chinese Nazi Party gets the fentanyl into the country to kill our people with dope, with the chemical warfare operation. They use the psychological warfare operation to deliver the chemical warfare operation. And this is what I discovered, why you should like and subscribe to this channel, because you ain't getting this from nobody else. They fucked with the wrong engineer, man.